So I've been using the iPad Air 4 for the past couple months, and here's the long-term review. Let's start with the design. The iPad Air 4 was upgraded to the new iPad Pro-like design with thinner bezels. It's 10.9 inches, which means it's the same size as the iPad Pro 11-inch. You can use the same accessories as well, but in my opinion, you should not buy the $300 Magic Keyboard. It's way too overpriced, and there are much better options out there, for example, the Logitech Folio. Now, the thinner bezels mean that you get a bigger screen in the same form factor as last generation's design. However, the boxy design is way better than the curved design in my opinion. The resolution is 1640 by 2360, and it's a 1080p LCD panel, but it's almost as good as an OLED. Watching videos is great on the iPad Air 4. It has a peak brightness of up to 500 nits, which in my opinion is more than enough for working outside. As far as performance goes, the iPad Air 4 came with Apple's latest A14 Bionic processor, which is absolutely amazing. Now, I'm not a huge iPad gamer, but I do play games from time to time, and it has no problem in running all my games. The experience has been absolutely amazing. You can also run COD Mobile at 60 FPS, which is great since the controller support came out. Now, as a student, the Apple Pencil has been my greatest friend, and since the new design of the iPad Air 4 supports the new Apple Pencil Gen 2, it's been a huge relief. Since the old Apple Pencil, I would often find myself in a situation writing notes with my hand because the Apple Pencil was out of battery and I did not have a notebook on me. Now, the response rate of the Apple Pencil was reduced to 9 milliseconds, which is amazing. Note-taking on the iPad is very smooth and very easy to manage since I have all my notes backed up to Google Drive and it's very easy to access anytime I need them. Now I don't have to worry about the notebook I lost a couple days before the exam. I have a glass screen protector on, but you can also get a matte finish screen protector which makes it feel like you're writing on paper. But it also hinders the quality, that's why I tend to stick with the glass screen protector since I also do watch a lot of videos on my iPad as well. Now, the fingerprint sensor has been moved to the top of the iPad and is integrated with the power button, and it is pretty secure as you would expect with Apple's Touch ID. Now, there is one issue though that has been occurring over the past couple months. If you have certain cases, it tends to not properly register the fingerprint. There's one quick fix that I've been using. It doesn't properly solve the problem, but it's good enough for the long run. You can register multiple fingerprints at different angles when you're holding it vertically or horizontally, and it helps solve the problem to some extent. So the iPad Air 4 has a decent camera, but let's be honest, most of you aren't going to use it for more than document scanning or photos of documents. Anyway, here are some sample shots I took just in case. The iPad Air also has the USB-C port now instead of Lightning, which is great. They finally put it on a device that is not labeled as Pro, and you can even attach an external monitor and connect your drives very easily now. It also supports 18 watts of fast charging using a USB-C brick. Now, Apple advertises 10 hours of battery life, and while I haven't hit the mark yet, I easily managed to get through a whole day of work through note-taking and content consumption with 5 to 6 hours of screen on time and about 10 to 15% of battery still left. So battery life on the iPad is pretty good. I got this iPad in the 256GB model, which is for $749 as mentioned before. Now you can get the iPad Pro for $50 more if you want that 120Hz refresh rate and that slightly better multi-core processing. There are options from Samsung as well, but in my opinion, Samsung has yet to match Apple in the iPad experience. Until next time, stay addicted.